I thought Colin was great from the really very beginning. Robinson Cano is Superman this series, so we didn't solve him, and he found a way to remind us that you can't make any pitches to him when he's hot. But other than that, Colin was as in control of this game as any of our starting pitchers have been this entire season, landing breaking balls, making big pitches, using his changeup today, which I've talked a lot about over the last couple of weeks. But just a complete effort out of him to really get stronger as the game went on and finish his outing in really good form.
It's about sequencing, obviously, but when he's landing that breaking ball like he was landing, is he as good as anybody?
Yeah, I mean, he can execute any game plan that we ask him to do once he really commits to it. He has this cutter that the entire league knows and has a tough time with. He can land anything he wants in the strike zone. He can pitch up, he can pitch in, he has a good four-seamer. So he's a really good pitcher that has to stay in tune with what we're trying to do against the opponent. And today he executed it flawlessly. And when he was getting below the zone, breaking balls to the back foot of left-handed hitters. They have a ton of left-handed hitters today, and he found ways to shape his breaking ball to get below their barrel, but also get ahead by going down and away, by going up and away. Some of these backdoor cutters that he threw, some changeups to some guys that weren't expecting it. So I thought he had a great game.
How nice is it to see what White's done the past couple of days after he had a long stretch there?
Yeah, it's been a dry spell for him, and he's a good hitter first. He's a dangerous hitter second, and getting him back into the strike zone and keeping the ball low. He hit those home runs early in his career and early in the month, and it might have derailed him a little bit in getting him to get the ball airborne just a touch too much. Whereas now he's a couple line drive base hits and some balls low that have got him back into the strike zone, lowered his eyesight a little bit in the strike zone to do some damage.
You talked earlier this weekend about wanting to see more consistency from the offense. Today, you really seem to kind of manufacture more than wait for the home run. Were you pleased with seeing that?
I'm very pleased. We're at our best when we can do a little bit of both. We're a dangerous offense, given all the power that we have, top to bottom. But to play this game over the course of a season and against certain style of pitchers, we're going to have to put the ball in play. And the game rewards you for contact. I told Springer that during his at-bat. He didn't get a hit or an RBI or anything out of it other than plating the run when Altuve was at third. But the game rewards contact in those type of situations. So I think our offense will mature and our players will start to feel better about themselves. But, a good offense always scores in multiple ways, not just the three-run homer.
So outside of the home run, do you like the way Colin and then Tony battled Cano outside of the home run?
I liked every at-bat Cano got out. And I hated every at-bat where he did damage. And he did more damage than outs this series. But like I said pregame, the rest of the league can try to sort him out for a month till we see him again.
How pleased were you with the base running in the seventh inning? It was critical to get some base running.
Yeah, that was good to see us more aggressive on the bases and making good decisions on when to go. I thought our breaks were good. I thought our leads were good. Really fundamental base running, putting pressure on them. When we had the lead, we can put some aggressive pressure on them. And for us to have that, reinserted into our game, it was nice to see us, rewarded for that and having success. We didn't run into any outs. We didn't get late breaks and have them throw us out. Trying to be aggressive. So I like the step forward in that department.
Like where Tony bounced back?
I do, yeah. I mean, especially this lineup. Tony knows every time we play the Mariners, he's probably going to pitch in every game, and he's probably going to throw as many pitches as he does, or as he can. And so I think for him, mentally preparing for this. Now he had a baby in the middle of this series, so there was a little bit of a pause, but. I thought he did a good job of finishing the game. That the awkwardness. I didn't want to use Gregerson today. I didn't want to use Harris today. Those guys have pitched a ton lately. So for Tony to come in and just get his outs relieved a lot of stress and pressure on the bullpen in specific, but also closed out a nice win for us.
Talk about the importance of not getting anything less than a split.
Yeah, I mean, looking backwards to the series, now I can talk about having a split because we've already played the games, but we really do focus on playing today's game. I I love the way we've been playing. We haven't gotten as many wins as we'd like, but that's a hot team across the way that was playing pretty good coming in. We played them pretty tough. You leave this series always wanting more, but there's not a game that we lose that I don't want more. So for us to take a step forward, we split the series. That's great. We move on to Cleveland, worry about tomorrow.